Greetings, Uncle Travelling Matt here. It is early in the morning and I am on Varanasi station, and it is the start of another day here in India. What did I do yesterday? Not a lot. It was great. I woke up lazily and just spent the day mooching around Varanasi. What an incredible city. There's very few places where I really think, you know, I really want to go back there. And yet that's one of them. And also, it's the only place I've been in India where I thought, you know what, I could live here. You know, I could imagine myself for this, you know, like a little teaching job, or living somewhere in the old city, going down to the ghats in the evening, lighting a bit of incense, you know, sending a flower off on the water. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's touristy, a bit cheesy in places, a bit hassly in places, but generally, what an incredible place. What an absolutely incredible place. There is a magic, there is a spirituality to it, and I very much enjoyed my few days there. So yesterday I literally took a tuk-tuk to the centre and then walked along the other half of the ghats. So I walked, what way would that be? South, I think. Apparently, the reason why, one of the reasons why Varanasi is so very holy is because it's one of the few places where the Ganges flows north. So there we are. So yes, and I walked south along the ghats, stopping on the way. Had this amazing encounter. I went to the Nepalese temple, and which is above one of the ghats. Bit of a steep climb up to it. I was a bit like, oh, better be good. And it was a great temple, but there was this lady in there, and she was singing very softly, and she had the most incredible voice. It was absolutely wonderful just listening to her singing. And anyway, so at the end, I congratulated her, and I asked if she was professional, and she said she was. And she does spiritual singing, and she actually works with a Celtic artist in Britain and Ireland. I couldn't know if it was Britain or Ireland, but anyway. And we had a really good chat about spiritual affairs with her and her husband, and what a wonderful couple. So wait a minute, my omelette is ready. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I'm back, but this is my breakfast on the railway station. Have a look at that. Freshly prepared omelette with a cup of tea. Nice. So yeah, so wonderful lady, absolutely wonderful lady. I'll tell you your name, but I've forgotten because I always forget people's names. But I have written it down and I will put it in the chat because apparently she does. I don't know if she's got CDs or a YouTube channel or something. So her singing is unbelievable. So there we are. Yeah, walked all along the way to the Asigat, just stopping at places and kind of letting the place diffuse into me. And it reminded me so much of when I just wander around Jerusalem, and it has that same magic as the holy city. And wow, yeah, incredible. Went to a little bookstore. Was a bit spoiled for choice, as I always am in bookstores, but got a Herman Hesse novel called The Glass Bead Game. And the thing is, this novel I've been wanting to get for a while, and it's quite hard to get hold of. I can't remember why. It was referenced in something I'd read or watched, And so I thought, right, I have to read that now. And I can't think what it was referenced in. But anyway, I'm going to read it. I've actually started. Although my main book at the moment is one called Hindu Holiday by a guy called John Ackley, which is a wonderfully written account of living in India in the 1930s. By this guy who, he's very funny to read, but I would imagine him to be quite difficult to live with. And he's outrageously gay and never hid it in an era when it was illegal. So a bit of a pioneer, I guess, in that way. So yeah, Hindu Holiday by John Ackley. That's my other book I'm reading. What else did I do? Oh, I went to the St. Thomas Church, right? So apparently this church, it looks like an English parish church, is built on the spot where St. Thomas preached. I thought, oh well, I'll go to that. And it was a Sunday, so I thought I should go to service. Only in Hindi, but I thought, well, mass is mass, right? Got there, 4 o'clock start. It fills up, didn't take much, it wasn't very big. Fills up, and the guy, and then the service starts off as normal. There's a girl who's singing, that was lovely, and then the guy starts preaching. And he continues preaching, and continues, and continues. And after I've been there an hour and a half, and he's still in full flow, still going on, I'm just like, I can't be hacking this. I don't understand a word of it. And it's like, I'm here for the communion, I'm not here for the bloody message, because I don't understand it anyway. So I thought, well, I've done my duty. I've been to church, but after like an hour and a half. So I went across the road for a dosa. Come out, he's still going. 2 bloody hours. What's he doing, man? So anyway, that was that. So then I went and saw the evening show. Spoke to a lovely man from Bangalore, and we sat next to him. And now I've seen that arty ceremony several times. I know it much better, and I understand what's meant to happen when. And you begin to appreciate it. And again, I did a video in the middle of the day. There's an interlude thing on Hinduism being such a primeval religion, like it goes back to the dawn of mankind, and certainly the fire, the fire, the water, and that ceremony is dedicated to Ganga, and it's honouring that very basic need of water, fresh water. Is wonderful. And afterwards I went to a quieter ghat and did my own little prayer. Shiva is the destroyer. So you've got the Hindu trinity of Brahma, who's the creator, Vishnu is the sustainer, and Shiva's the destroyer. But Shiva, I don't know if destroyer's quite negative. I would say he's the one who shakes things up a bit. And there's certain things where I'd like them to be shaken up. So I said, I asked Shiva a little favour there. Don't know if he'll grant it. And then set a little candle drifting off across the water, and it was really quite powerful. And then I made my way back and had a chat with the guy who runs the hotel, and we're running it for 6 months, he tells me. It's his new business. Nice fella, at all. And then I went to bed. Couldn't sleep though, so I was up very late, which is a shame. We only had 4 hours sleep. Now I've got a whole day on this, and then a whole night on it as well, except I arrive at 2 o'clock in the morning, which will be absolutely crap. But that's life, isn't it? At least I'm getting nearer my goal of Dharamshala, which is the main thing. So yeah, I arrived, I think it's about 3 o'clock in the morning. Then I get a day in Haridwar. Then it's the evening. And then I'm on a train to Chandigarh, although that gets in at about 2 or 3 o'clock as well. So I'm going to have 3 nights disturbed sleep essentially. But then I'm hoping to get up to the Himalayas. So that's the plan. All travelling, man. Keep travelling.